Aquarius, welcome to your monthly horoscope for October 2023. In this video, I will be going over all of the major energies you will be moving through for the month of October. Now, coming into the month, we are officially in eclipse season. We are going to have our first solar eclipse in Libra here in your ninth house, and we are going to have our final lunar eclipse in Taurus, closing out this Taurus Scorpio energies we've been moving through since February 2022. We had the nodes shift into Aries and Libra back in July, and also had our very first solar eclipse in Aries back April 20th of 2023, initiating us into this new nodal journey. Now we have the sun in Libra up here in your ninth house, and we have a lot of energy in Libra the first portion of the month. So there can be a lot of focus with these ninth house themes and topics, which are higher education, higher knowledge, long distance travel, philosophy, belief systems, publishing, maybe teaching. There's definitely a lot of focus in this area of life. And once we get to October 4th, we have Mercury entering Libra as well here in your ninth house, bringing more of that energy in for you. Once we get to October 8th, we are going to have Venus enter Virgo. This is going to be a really big energy shift because we've had Venus in Leo for so long. We had the retrograde in Leo. Venus has been in Leo since June. So this is going to be quite an interesting shift. Now, Venus rules your fourth house of home and family, and Venus is also the ruler of both eclipses this month in Libra and Taurus. So Venus is a really big key player for the month. We also have this mutual reception taking place between Venus and Mercury, Mercury being in a Venus ruled sign, Venus being in a Mercury ruled sign. So there can be something with these eighth and ninth house themes and topics, areas of life that are meshing together in some way. Now, the eighth house represents your partner's finances, money coming in from outside resources, taxes, inheritance, psychological healing and transformation. So there can be, something being integrated between these areas of life. October 10th, we have Pluto stationing direct here in Capricorn in your 12th house. Now, when Pluto stations, there's going to be this square between Mars and Pluto. This can feel quite intense, especially too because Pluto really brings what is beneath the surface to light so that you can address it, transmute it, and transform. So Mars ruling your 10th house of career and public reputation, and also your third house of community, neighbors, neighborhood, local travel, siblings, cousins, your places that you go day to day. There can be something showing up for you that you are having to address in these areas of life. October 12th, we have Mars entering Scorpio here in your 10th house. Now, the 10th house represents career and public reputation. So depending on if you have a day chart or a night chart will depend on if this energy is expressed more, if Mars brings challenge and hardship, or can bring motivation, willpower, and drive. You can be really focused on career at this time, or there can be issues, little challenges showing up at work and with your career. So it really depends on if you have a day chart or a night chart, how this energy is expressed. And then October 14th, we have our first solar eclipse in Libra at 21 degrees. Now we have the south node in Libra. And like I mentioned before, we had our first solar eclipse in Aries. There's going to be a lot of changes taking place between now and January 2025 with these areas of life, especially to where we have the south node. This indicates a part of our life where there's going to be a releasing or letting go of something. So this could even be if you're taking a course, finishing up something around school or a course or higher education, between now and January 2025. It can also have to do with travel. But this is really bringing in new energies for this whole Aries and Libra journey that will be playing out over the next year and a half. And then October 19th, 20th, and 21st, we have our Mercury Cazimi. We will have the Sun and Mercury moving together for a few days. This is where there can be some really sudden insight, clarity, intuitive downloads. You want to be paying attention to your intuitive messages, but also the conversations you're having. This is where you can receive some type of information. But this can definitely bring clarity in for you around this time. And that's the 19th, 20th, and 21st. And then October 22nd, we have Mercury entering Scorpio. And October 23rd, we have the Sun entering Scorpio. So we have a lot of that energy here in Libra at the beginning of the month. And as we reach the end of the month, that last week of the month, we have a lot all of that energy kind of shifting from Libra into Scorpio. Now, all of this energy being in your 10th house, it's bringing a lot of focus to your career. So there can be, a lot that you're moving through between, the end of October, beginning of November around your career, your public reputation. There can be taking action with something around your career because that Mars energy, but there definitely is a lot of focus around your career as we reach the end of the month. And then October 28th, we have our final lunar eclipse in Taurus here in your 4th house of home and family, closing out this entire cycle you've been moving through and all of these energies you've been moving through since February 2022. So this is a finalizing of energies, and being in the 4th house of home and family, this is where you can have an understanding of the changes that have taken place. There can be something also because we have the North Node in Taurus. There can be new energies showing up for you to finalize these changes, to close this cycle out with whatever you've kind of been moving through when it has to do with your home and family and your career. Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me. I hope this helps you move through the energies for October. If you align with my energy and enjoy my content, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I will connect with you in the next one.